Hey, it's Taylor Swift. Welcome to another episode of Max's Madness. I am so thankful to be starting off today's episode. I hope you enjoy what Max has in store for you. Take it away, Commissioner.
Good evening, Family Fantasy Football League. Apologize for the delay over the last couple of weeks. I was too busy getting spanked by Tyler and then getting spanked again by Jess. So I needed a little bit of time to recover from that before coming back into this. But as commissioner, I know need to be on top of things. So we will get back into the madness. We're going to keep it back to the standard format here for today. Just to make sure we get this one out to you. If we look at the week 5 matchups, Tyler, like I said, drinking golf, absolutely spanked me 123.24 to 88.64. We had Auntie Kim just dominating the league right now, 140 points, second highest score, took out Jess, moved to 4-2 for week 5 with the win there. Grit Ass Iron taking over Spence, 132.94 to 97 with CDs, TDs. The Real America's team came out strong. Darnell Mooney, 31.5 points. T. Higgins, 29.3 points. Geno Smith, 22.5, but didn't come away with the win. Came up a little bit short. Uncle Alex coming in, taking the dub, 139.34. We had our top scorer and MVP of week 5 is Adam at 141.98. Over the Meaty Buckles, Alex slipping a little bit on a two-game losing streak here. Big performance by Adam's team, 33.7 points from Joe Burrow finally. Garrett Wilson coming in with 29.1 and IU coming in at 22.7. So strong performance from Adam's team. Big congratulations. That helped you get that second win there. And then Mama Rowe taking out Amana Mission. Courtney, we might be falling backwards here, 97.9. 4-0. Actually, I apologize. Adam was not top scorer, but I thought you were, Adam. My apologies. Rowena, 163.88. What the heck is going on? What a performance there. Adam, you'll hopefully get your MVP here coming in the next couple of weeks. Great performance by Rowena. And then the lowest score or loser of the week is myself, your commissioner, with 88 points. Overall, I have to be honest, that was a great week for football. Everybody was over the 80-point mark. Really, everyone was over the 95-point mark except for the commissioner. So awesome performance. I think everyone's starting to hit their strides, which is really, really good. If we move into week 6 last week, we had Jess versus myself. Jess ended up, like I said, kicking my butt, 115.96 to 106. Cole Kmet just dominating with 24 points for Chicago. So look out there. Big tight end grab. Grit Ass Iron, MVP of the week, 163 even. Your running backs were on fire, 25 from Derrick Henry, 27 from Joe Mixon, and obviously Josh Allen just continuing his 20-point streak, 24.4 points. Took out Aunt McKim, who's been the MVP for, I think, more than half of the week so far. She only had 97 points. Congrats, Paul. CDTDs, Spence bounces back over the Real America's team, 126 to 72.98. It looks like they were really, really using our boy David Montgomery, 21 points. And then I think Pro Bowler this year, potential Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels going off with 21 points as well. Good picks going in there. Surprise of the mid to almost halfway through the season here. It looks like some luck was rubbed off of the commissioner and onto because he comes in with his third straight win, 113.26 over Adam, 109.92. Dominant performance. I don't know. The pep talks must have been really working, or some of the bashing of your own team during that interview might have kicked that team into gear. So 113, congrats, Ty. 3-game winning streak. Uncle Alex taken out Courtney, 146.74. Huge performance by Caleb and Chris Godwin there. Godwin had 35.5 points. Could have helped maybe Courtney with Baker Mayfield at 25.9, but just didn't end up getting over that hump to take out Uncle Alex. And then Alex bounces back 127.5, eliminates the losing streak, takes the win over Rowena, who had 104.2. Huge performance, I would say, by our Real America's team outside of Steph's, with the Detroit Lions defense getting 19 points. We send our thoughts and prayers to Aiden Hutchinson as someone who's gone through a broken fibula and tibia. It's not fun. It hurts, especially when you tear all the ligaments as well as part of that. So hopefully your damage is not as bad as mine. You do have the best doctors, Aiden. So not just with the Lions, but also with the University of Michigan. So I hope you can bounce back for our playoff run to the Super Bowl. Great performance by everybody. We had almost everyone over 97 points. Unfortunately, biggest loser of the week goes to Steph at 72.98. I think Jerome Ford being out really hurt you there. And our top scorer, MVP of the week, goes to our man, Paul, 163. Shout out to you and your team. And maybe those trades that Adam gave to you, Adam might want to get those back, get back to that 145 points like the week before. Great matchups for week 6. If we move into the standings right now, we have Auntie Kim at 4-2, top of the board. We have Paul also 4-2. We have Spence 4-2, Alex 4-2. Then we move into the middle of the pack at the 3-3 range. We have Uncle Alex, Tyler Nardone, your commissioner, and we have Rowena. And then towards the bottom of the pack, all at a tie for 9 through 12, we have Adam, Steph, Jess, and Courtney. So we're all kind of bunched up in these ranges. Anything can happen because everyone is only 1 game or 2 games back. No one's really down at the far back of the pack here. As we saw with Tyler, he had a 40% playoff percentage chance, and now he's sitting here at a 77%. So anything can happen. You might need to take some tips from Tyler and getting your team back into contention, get that grit going, get them motivated. If we look at the projected playoff matchups right now for the winners bracket, that's going to start week 15. So keep that in mind. That's kind of around that holiday season. Week 15, what we have as potential matchups would be Rowena versus Aunt Kim, Uncle Alex versus Alex, Tyler Nardone versus Spence, and your commissioner versus Paul. That's your winners bracket right now. If we look at the consolation bracket, we have 4 teams here. We have Adam, and we have Steph, and we have Courtney, and we have Jess. So hopefully you guys can have your pep talks with your team, switch it around. There's still a lot of season left. It's only week 7. So you can turn it around here. We're only 1 or 2 games back from being up towards the top, and you could be into that playoff bracket. So we'll see what happens there. I would say kind of the biggest bubble would probably be Najee see me, Najee don't, 4-0, Adam's Unstoppable Offense, and Real America's Team, because those are the 4 that are within that 1 game period. If we look at week 7, so looking at what's currently happening right now, we have Aunt Kim already starting off hot with 26 points from Javonte Williams. Took out Alvin Kamara, who only had 8 points. So we have Aunt Kim taking on the commissioner. We have Real America's Team up against Grit Ass Iron. Adam's Unstoppable Offense against Miles Jared Amon-Ra St. Breen's team. I'm on a mission versus CD's TDs. 4-0 versus Chicken Goff, who's already on a hot start with Denver's defense at 21 points. And then we have the battle of the Alexes. That's a huge one. That's the one that I think is game of the week. We'll see what happens there. You have Alex at 4-2, Uncle Alex at 3-3. But I think what happens in this stage is really going to come down to who gets the main Alex title. Are we going to now start calling Alex Little Alex? We're going to start calling Uncle Alex Alex. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Battle of the title coming through. Big game of the week. That's going to do it for your Max's Madness. We'll get back onto the regular schedule. If you want to jump in and be on the interview, kind of go through this mid-season piece, we'd love to bring you on. I think another piece, a good request came in is, what are some of those things that you look for in waiver wires? What do you look for in trades? How do you build a really strong team and find some of those sleeper picks that are going to come in and be really strong for that following week? We might need to bring on a couple of those experts to talk through that. So we'll see you next week on Max's Madness, and we will talk to you soon.